God, John, seriously.
We pick the best people to come on stage at our shows, Steph.
Yes. I'm just saying, it is the sexy liberal magic. John Fugelsang's in town because we're doing LA Sexy Liberal, the big finale on pay-per-view next Saturday.
Next weekend.
Next Saturday, October 22nd.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
It's nice to be back in LA.
Yeah.
And yeah, Pelosi, it's amazing to see. I mean, I have a new favorite Pelosi clip, and it's like Donald Trump had a really interesting 2 days, didn't he? I mean, just 2 days alone. He got locked out by the Supreme Court, and the same day, the January 6th committee said, come on over. 9 rejected him, 9 invited him to the House. And then this is the day after, another judge says, oh, you get to testify with E. Jean Carroll next month. And I'm backstage at Laughing Liberally. We just opened off Broadway this week. Judge Andrew Napolitano is there because he hates Trump enough. And he was the one to say to me, oh, there's a staffer spilling everything to the FBI for months now. And sure enough, that's in 48 hours, all those things happened. Think about the debt. When Donald Trump finally dies, and we don't want him to die, we want him to live a long life in The Hague. When he finally leaves, he'll be in more debt than any of us can ever imagine.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Alex Jones.
Glenn Kirshner.
Except for Alex Jones, Travis.
Who owes $11 billion. What do you call it? Glenn Kirshner coming up in a few minutes. I'm going to leap right into his lap. I can't. I'm going to explode.
He's going to be
I've
on
got too much to ask about.
Don't jump on the laptop. We can't afford to lose it.
All right.
Wait until next Saturday when he's at Sexy Liberal.
You can do it on Saturday.
Did you say Glenn Kirshner and Rob Reiner will be at Sexy Liberal LA along with the whole crew and some surprises we're working on?
That's a party.
We couldn't tell you last time, could we, John? And then what happened? Jamie Raskin shows up last minute.
We couldn't tell.
Boom.
We couldn't tell.
Boom. Okay. Boom. All right. Boom.
Jamie Raskin wouldn't let us put his name on a poster. Somehow he's got dignity, but he showed up on stage and he killed. So funny. This guy, Chris, how
hilarious.
funny. His Christopher Walken. I was on the floor. He's so funny.
Yes.
Okay.
As he was leaving, by the way, I said, hey, why don't you subpoena Trump? And he's like, really? That's a pretty good idea. I said, try it, Jamie. Just,
run it up the flagpole. See what happens.
Try it.
I'm giving that to you.
Should we relive that moment? Here we go. Yeah. 19. Give me, please, cue my Velociraptor, Liz Cheney, yesterday.
We are obligated to seek answers directly from the man who set this all in motion. And every American is entitled to those answers, so we can act now to protect our republic. So this afternoon, I am offering this resolution that the committee direct the chairman to issue a subpoena for relevant documents and testimony under oath from Donald John Trump in connection with the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol.
He knew what I meant.
That's the universal sign for Velociraptor.
Right. I was afraid he would think I meant T-Rex. I was looking for that sound effect, and you did it.
The sound effect is the same for both T-Rex and Velociraptor.
Can I just say for the people listening on the radio, people in this radio studio are doing gestures with their hands that you can't see, doing little tiny...
Everyone on Free Speech TV can see it.
Yeah. T-Rex, because T-Rexes have the same kind of hands as Trump, so they're all doing this.
And Velociraptors, too.
Yes.
Right.
T-Rexes can't do push-ups.
All right.
And neither can Trump.
Yeah. Of course... I knew he would do this, by the way. He's leaking all over the place. Oh, I'm dying to testify. I want to testify.
Let's do it.
I mean, we'll see what Glenn thinks. He's incapable of not lying. Like, he's
Oh, I know. What's Donald Trump's lawyer's worst nightmare? Him lying under oath or telting the truth under oath?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's what I think is going to happen with that.
Yes,
he's
Chris LaVoy.
Out of his sense of, self-worth or
ratings will be fantastic.
He'll say, I want to testify.
Yes, of course he's already said
They will say, okay, come on in and testify. Then he will give a laundry list of conditions that can't possibly be
Harry
met.
Littman said this too.
Yes.
Right. So it looked like, I wanted to, but,
Yeah.
And then he's asking to do it live, so of course he can just lie.
Exactly.
So he can filibuster the whole time,
Right. What is this? Oh, did he leak to his friend Maggie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker.
Yes. He wants to Trump reportedly wants to testify in order to showcase how Nancy Pelosi did not call up the National Guard. There's a lie right out of the box.
Right
That's
there.
what I mean.
We saw video.
I want to go lie. I mean, thank you. Hang on a second. Who is it? My favorite. Lindy Lee. Lindy Lee on Twitter said Pelosi asked the National Guard to defend the Capitol. Trump's defense secretary Chris Miller denied her request 14 times. Mike Flynn's brother Charles delayed the National Guard for 3 hours. Why? Trump wanted the Capitol to fall. He wanted America defenseless. He wanted blood. This is what they're revealing. They had this plan from God knows how way before the election.
Yes.
I guess that's not a bombshell, but it's that he was always going to claim victory.
And that he knew he had lost. I mean, yesterday was all about how we already knew that his Homeland Security chief and his Secretary of State and his beloved daughter wife all told him that you have lost this election as of yesterday.
Yeah.
He knew himself.
He said it. He said it to Mark Meadows. We can't. This is embarrassing. We can't let anyone know I lost.
Yeah.
Right.
He said it.
Yeah.
So let's not do anything to stop him from getting the Republican presidential nomination, please, folks. Please.
John,
Please.
I don't know if I have the intestinal fortitude.
I don't know how to
that
tell you this,
do.
Stephanie, but
you know
it's-
what? My colon has been spastic for years.
As soon as these
cannot-
midterms are over, when these midterms are over, it's going to start to get intense in this country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to have 40 Republicans or 2 running, and we'll have...
This is why we devised a tour specifically to save democracy.
Yes.
Stephanie Miller's Sexy Liberal Save Democracy Tour.
Tickets on sale now.
Yes, sexyliberal.com.
Last show next
And
Saturday.
pay-per-view.
Get it before the indictments come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to ask Glenn what he thinks because I don't. I mean, he'll do, I assume, what he always does, delay, like you said,
Oh,
make
yeah.
it look like he's trying to cooperate and blah, blah,
But he'll
blah.
be so
But-
indicted. He is going to be indicted. I mean, why would
yeah.
Merrick Garland is very good about leaks.
John, Fugelsang being happy clappy. What's
Oh yeah.
happening?
Well, I've always said like I'm not attaching any emotional significance to if he gets indicted because I don't care if he'll be indicted long term. He's never going to jail, but he'll be just burning money. the
I
rest
don't
of his
believe
life.
that. We'll talk to Glenn Kirshner. I voted yesterday, just like everyone to know. Popped it right back in the mail. Everybody get it?
Very
You're
nice.
not wearing your sticker.
Oh, all right. Well, because it's a little busy. This whole outfit's a little busy this morning. My
Oh,
Nancy
I
Pelosi
see.
pride shirt.
Don't want to cover that up.
Yeah. No.
Not today.
Do not want to.
Save that word on actual election day.
Yes. Sons of Killmonger tweets, Nancy Pelosi is not only invited to the cookout, everybody better bring her a damn plate with the best food on it, and we will do the electric slide in her honor. Nancy's my damn hero. Yeah. We'll talk to Frangela about that. Herschel's not invited to the barbecue. Nancy
Oh my
Pelosi.
God! By the way, we've been talking for 14 minutes.
Yes.
We have no idea how many more out of wedlock children Herschel Walker's
true.
revealed in this time.
That's true.
Or if he's had a child with Elon Musk, that's going to be peak 2022 when
It's
Herschel
true.
and
You know
Elon
what?
have a child
Ali
together.
Velshi is the America's newsman. He will tell us in just about an hour if there's
Yeah.
any breaking news regarding.
You'll know the full count.
Yeah.
You think about
Did you
Merrick-
see the which is it? Colbert Kimmel?
Kimmel did it.
The 34 and Me
Yeah.
Yes.
because he was football numbers.
I pulled
34.
the audio for that, but we had so much other stuff today. I just figured we'd save it. But if you want it, we got it.
It's the DNA thing, but
Yeah.
his number was 34 in
yes, we
football.
get, yeah,
I just sported the
Well, there we
sports.
go.
You did.
Yeah,
That's very good. He
34
played
and Me.
sports ball.
Palmer report says Trump is being crushed from all sides. He's done, but a bunch of mini Trumps are just 26 days from seizing
That's
Congress
it.
if we don't get
That's
involved.
it.
Donate, volunteer, phone bank, spread the word for these Democratic candidates in highly competitive races. Do it. Do it.
I'm
Yes.
really
Do it.
scared for Arizona.
Yes,
I'm
also
worried, too.
What does John Fugelsang always say about Arizona?
It's a dry hate.
Yes.
I think it's all going to depend on if Mark Kelly wins.
And
Also,
I think
he's
Mark
gonna
Kelly's
win.
going to
He's
win.
gonna
so
win.
if Mark Kelly wins, that augurs well for augurs poorly for Kerry Lake, right?
Not
It
necessarily.
could be the split
necessarily.
ticket thing like they're doing in
Yes.
Georgia.
I mean, like in Pennsylvania, it could be a split ticket thing. But
Katie-
Shapiro is so far ahead of the curve,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and Oz is
Yeah.
so loath
Yeah.
that you actually could see
The-
the split
it
ticket
go
thing
very well.
happen.
And
Will he show up in
Shapiro,
a coat made of puppies before the actual?
Oh my God,
midterm?
his campaign is so useless. He is now selling it as a vitamin on his show.
Okay.
The thing,
Yes.
the thing in Arizona is Mark Kelly is running a really strong campaign. His opponent is not.
Yes.
Kerry Lake is running a really strong campaign.
She's a
Katie
lunatic.
Hobbs is being a little weak.
I know.
So that's going to split the ticket.
People say that was a right-wing tool that called in yesterday because they said Katie Hobbs has been everywhere
Katie Hobbs,
campaigning.
yeah.
She has been.
Yes.
She has
because
been.
whoever was saying that you're echoing now they were saying is a right-wing tool.
Steph, I read the Arizona Republic every
a lot
single
of other
day.
people were saying Katie Hobbs has
That's
been everywhere.
awesome.
She just doesn't want to debate Kerry Lake because Kerry Lake is a lunatic that is going to just spew lies and
Carrie Lake
conspiracy
is
theories.
also like a televangelist. I mean,
Yes.
she was local news, so
Yes.
she has those televangelist skills of being able to
Exactly.
lie while smiling on camera. Her brilliance, and again, I have met her
Yeah.
when she had that fake debate, that GOP stunt debate with 2 podiums, and was mocking Katie Hobbs for not being there.
Yeah.
Katie Hobbs wasn't going to show up to this Republican hit job thing. It wasn't even a real sanctioned
Yeah.
debate. They just
Yeah.
put up 2 podiums so they could show Carrie Lake saying, "Well, where's my opponent?" And
Yeah.
that imagery works. It was
Yes.
brilliant. It was evil. It was
does.
dishonest, and soulless people will respond well to it.
Yeah.
You got to remember, if Kerry Lake does become the governor of Arizona, it's going to end very badly for Kerry Lake.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
It's it's the larger question, John. We've been talking about here with any number of people. Is that we talked on the Patreon show about the Wonket article that nothing Republicans are running on actually exists.
Nothing.
It's all boogeyman
lies.
stuff that hasn't happened, that
If
isn't
they-
what any Democrat has said.
All of
that
it.
is not, you know.
But
so,
even
so
their
what
convictions
their
don't
point
exist.
was, they're saying purple dinosaurs are doing X, Y, and Z. Like, we're supposed to show up and go, there's no purple dinosaurs.
Yeah, but it takes
like-
longer
right.
to debunk a
Exactly.
lie than to spread a lie.
Right.
And by the way,
But I mean,
So what they're
and then
doing is
it
working.
adds to the media's both sides do it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well, Carrie Lake says whatever.
well, you know, I watch
mean,
a lot of media, and they're right. Because on the one side, on the right, you have these nut jobs who want armed insurrection and civil war, and on the left, these nut jobs want women to have control of their on bodies. Where does it end?
Yeah,
Steph?
where does it end? Where
I
does
mean,
it
they
end?
want to
Where
pollute
does-
more. They want to privatize Social Security, and they want these guys on the right, on the left, want Medicare to cover vision and dental. They've all gone nuts.
Okay.
Thank you, media.
Duty to warn reminds us Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. He knew it. He lied about it. He lost the Senate, too. He then lost 63 post-election lawsuits. He even lost fake audits. He is now losing what's left of his mind. He will soon lose his money, grift, and freedom. If Trump's not a loser, who is? Thank you. Oh, my God. That's why that jumped out at me. Just his frantic desperation to Mark Meadows, right? We can't let anyone know it. Everyone knows you lost, you loser.
Everyone knows,
We
but
can't
they
let
don't
anyone.
care. They
and then
don't
that was
care.
the other disturbing thing is we didn't make enough calls. To
Yeah.
who?
To who?
Supreme Court
Who did you not-
justices?
or clerks? Like, who
Right.
did you not strong arm enough?
Ginny Thomas. Oh my God, she and Clarence Thomas need to go down in this as well. I'm sorry, you're giving me a three.
Clip 3 is Cassidy talking about all that. she
Yes,
just said.
please, Cassidy Hutch.
The president was fired up about the Supreme Court decision. And so I was standing next to Mr. Meadows, but I stepped back, so I was probably 2-3 feet catty corner from him, diagonal from him. The president's just raging about the decision and how it's wrong and why didn't we make more calls, and just his typical anger outburst at this decision. And the president said he had said something to the effect of, I don't want people to know we lost, Mark. This is embarrassing. Figure it out. We need to figure it out. I don't want people to know that we lost.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wow. And how about what's his name? Tom Fitton?
Tom Fitton was on the phone the whole time with
Right.
them.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's not a lawyer. Who? Oh, you have that one too. Wow.
Lofgren talking about in clip 7.
Oh, yes, Zoe Lofgren talking about this.
The Select Committee got this pre-prepared statement from the National Archives. As you can see, the draft statement, which was sent on October 31st, declares, "We had an election today, and I won." And the Fitton memo specifically indicates a plan that only the votes counted by the election day deadline, and there is no election day deadline, would matter. Everyone knew that ballot counting would lawfully continue past election day. Claiming that the counting on election night must stop before millions of votes were counted was, as we now know, a key part of President Trump's premeditated plan.
Oi. Oi. Oi.
Dad, I specifically asked Santa for a train set. I didn't get the train set Santa sent me. I mean, it's just petulant at this point.
Who is that? I haven't heard. That's a new impression.
Oh, that's just my petulant, angry child Trump supporter.
By the way,
voice.
people on Twitter are saying the new Hulu documentary on the Falwells is not as good as the Sexy Liberal virtual tour.
Nothing could be.
You and me, Jerry
could
and
be.
Becky.
I'm still all
You're-
in on that.
Our Jerry and Becky will live forever.
I was literally pantsless in the woods in Central Park playing Jerry Falwell Jr. at one point.
Yeah.
And I debated his dad on Bill Maher, too.
Okay.
You were also on a toilet, I believe.
Oh, yes, I was. I
Yes,
forgot
dropping
Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Yes.
Piles and piles of Kleenex.
Yes.
That was nasty.
That needs to go on your reel.
Okay.